while
First
since I've seen
MMA
this.
bout of the night to headline our prelims, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds.
The green shorts are removed.
The top gyms in the state going at it here.
And I was working on my tan, but I'm still very white.
Jarman took the center of the cage very quickly. I don't know if you saw that, Eric.
Yeah, he looks like he's trying to establish where he wants his real estate to be.
Ooh, ouch.
Cazares investing in those leg kicks early. Jarman now beginning to take the back.
Fantastic transition between the kick onto the back.
He's in trouble now.
I would say he drilled that a little.
Yeah.
Beautiful entry in, and now attempting to get a little bit more control on the back here of Manny Cazares within the first 45 seconds of this fight.
I can't say enough about how smooth that was. Cazares caught the kick and Jarman went right around his back.
That was slick.
He's trying to kind of like buck me off here.
This is the difference in a jiu-jitsu match. You got punches now. Looks like Jarman is getting a little too high. You can hear the corner telling him not to get high, and he's a little high.
Dana Risazabal in the corner of Jake Jarman alongside Court McGee. Specializes more in the jiu-jitsu side of things over there down in Provo.
This is a good angle. Just trying to stay on top here.
Eric, I see this position. Jarman's trying to get that glove behind the head. Could you kind of break that down a little bit? It's a control position more than anything. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's trying to get the half Nelson. He's trying to, it almost looks like he's trying to turn him over, so he might be trying to flip him over to his back. I think Cazares needs to try to tripod, get his butt in the air, and shake Jarman, see if he can get Jarman to fall off the front of him.
Agima becoming one of the homes of middleweights. Andrew Mickelson fighting for the title to defend it later on tonight. Tyler Call, another one, as well as Marco Sanchez. Jake Jarman, no shortage of talent.
Those were
he's starting to get a little bit of a crank there. Looks like it's not necessarily on the chin.
Under the chin.
Oh, it is now.
It's taking a close
under
look.
there now.
His face going super red.
Cazares is going to need to fight that elbow off.
And
just like that, a successful debut for
fight.
Jake Jarman. He gets it done
and
in one.
That was hyped. That was a sweet moment. Very cool. What you just saw was my amateur MMA fight that I took in 2023. It was a ton of fun. As you can tell, it was kind of a quick match. I was able to get into a dominant position and strangle my opponent pretty quickly, and so that was a really cool feeling. Stay tuned till a little bit later in this video where we're going to do kind of a step-by-step walkthrough of not only the fight but also my thoughts as I was preparing for the fight. It's going to be really fun, so stick around for that. But the reason we wanted to make this video is because we've been getting tons of requests from our audience to do these types of videos, so specific content that's more about who we are. And so we want to make that kind of content, and we want to be responsive to our audience requests. But at the same time, we also know that there's kind of an expectation that the videos on this channel are going to be more about vendor POV content and the Pokemon hobby and things like that. And so we wanted to put this video up to introduce the fact that we're going to have a membership available on our channel. So the Jar Chomp Collectibles membership. And so what does that include? Well, we're talking about exclusive video content that you're going to get, that we're going to be creating. Some of the things that we've talked about in the past are going to be long form, uncut clips of our experience at some of these card shows, footage that has never before been seen. We're going to be doing exclusive emojis, exclusive badges that you're going to get for staying on the channel for a period of time. And we custom designed those, so they're really cool. You're going to like to see them. We're going to be prioritizing responding to comments of our members in the comment section, both of our videos and then also of the live streams that we'll eventually get started on. There's also going to be member only posts and updates and pictures when we add those things to the channel that only our members are going to be able to see. So as you can tell, we're putting a lot of extra content out there for our members. For those of you who want to support us that extra mile, we really appreciate that, and we're going to show up for you guys. Now, a quick reminder, this is not going to come with any sort of change to the regular channel. You're still going to get the vendor POVs, and you're still going to get the podcast content and that kind of stuff. So if that's all you want to see, no pressure to become a member. That's not going to change. But if you want to see some of this extra stuff, we're going to be doing a lot of cool videos. I've got great ideas about creating videos for you guys about how to become a really good vendor, how to be a savvy buyer when you go to these shows, how to make good decisions with your hobby and your collection dollars and things like that. So if that's the kind of thing you want to check out, head over to our channel and sign up to be a member. It is live right now. We're really excited about it. So we appreciate your support. Now let's get into the deep dive of this fight. The emotions going through my head, I remember like trying to psych myself up in the back room in the, you know, they kind of separate you red corner and blue corner fighters. And so I'm in there with all the people that are going to be in the red corner, which is basically the combatant who's going to come out second. That's the red corner people. And so I'm in there and I'm just trying to psych myself up, and I'm doing like drills and warm-ups with my coaches. And I'm like telling myself this mantra and all this stuff, because for those of you who have not competed in combat sports before, it's a lot of pressure, and mostly pressure on yourself, right? There's going to be that feeling of, oh my gosh, like, is the other person going to be better than me? Are they going to hurt me? Am I going to sustain damage or get an injury? I'm in front of all my friends and family with my shirt off, and I'm fighting someone in a cage. So there's a lot of pressure, and I remember just kind of this moment bouncing back and forth that like it was kind of surreal that all of the preparation was about to kind of be brought to bear in this moment here. So yeah, he's throwing mostly just like little leg kicks and staying on the outside. And he was mostly a jiu-jitsu guy, a grappler, kind of like me. And so I was curious to see if the fight was going to be more of like a striking match, because our grappling skills would cancel each other out. But I was also a little bit longer than him. Oh, he hits me with a really good leg kick there. So I throw this leg kick and he catches it. And then I was able to take the back from there. And I remember going and preparing for this fight that if I was able to get him to the ground and I had that top position, then it would be really, really tough for him to escape, because this is really where I am my best, is maintaining this position of control. And I'm pretty strong. I do a lot of, I train a lot to be in good condition. And so I knew that if I was able to make him work a lot harder than me, and just kind of have to carry my weight and all of that, then I'd eventually find a position where I could either strike him or he would give up his neck, and I could submit him with a choke or something like that. So right here, I'm maintaining the control by, you know, I have my hand underneath his armpit and on top of his head, just kind of keeping my weight in the same place so I don't fall off the side. And then I'm kind of weaving my legs into his legs so that I'm even in a tighter position where he can't kick me off or anything like that and escape. And what I'm looking for is for him to kind of show his head so I can strike or do something, because I obviously am not allowed to just hit him on the back of the head. That's illegal. And in amateurs, you're not allowed to throw any elbows, so it's only strikes with your fists. And eventually I kind of get to this position where I can flatten him out, and I'm really digging for that choke to pull his chin out. And I'm doing that right here. And this is where the choke gets underneath the chin and he's in trouble. And in this moment right here, he's really, really like gurgling and he's about to go unconscious, and he just kind of briefly goes unconscious, and this is where the ref stops the fight. So, dang, it was really cool. What's wild about the fight in general is that it wasn't very long, obviously, and so I didn't like sweat or really sustain any damage or anything. So I get out of the cage and my adrenaline, it's still like really, really peaked. And I remember in the interview after the fight with the announcer guy, he comes in and I'm just kind of like on cloud nine and kind of yelling into the mic because I was so hyped. But it was a life-changing experience, and one of the reasons why you know, I've allowed myself to talk about it so much, even though this is a Pokemon channel, is because when you go through a process where you really submit yourself to being disciplined and being consistent and training hard and go through something that's difficult like that, it changes you and it teaches you a lot of lessons. And you might not think that there's a lot of crossover to, you know, from MMA into Pokemon, but there is definitely a crossover of, you know, hard work and dedication. what's going to be required if you want to do something at a high level. And Franny and I are both really interested in building a successful business out of the Pokemon hobby. And so there's lessons about consistency and, showing up and, learning technique and being teachable and those kinds of things that are really helping us as we're learning the lessons that we need to with YouTube or with vending or, just general business acumen. And so I guess in general, just kind of a quick plug, if you're interested in training MMA or anything like that, I highly recommend it. You should do it. It's life-changing. It changes your mentality. It's good for you. It's healthy. So, find a local gym near you. And if you're ever at a show and you want to talk MMA, I'm always down to do that. I love watching the UFC, and that's, one of my favorite pastimes. So if you like MMA, awesome, we have that in common. If not, that's fine. Feel free to just stick to the Pokemon content, and we'll be making plenty of that. So anyways, wanted to make this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Send me a message if you liked it, drop some comments, and once again, head over to our channel and check out that membership. It's going to be a lot of fun. See you guys there.